Welcome to the He's Got Issues Independent Comics Edition number 15. I'm John Cooney here to preview new independent comics being released May 29th, 2013, beginning alphabetically with Boom Studios and Adventure Time Annual number 1. The fun will never end in this special expanded Adventure Time Annual, featuring some of the hottest talents in comics today putting their creative spin on the land of Ooh. A great tool for bringing readers into the series and an awesome book for die-hard Adventure Time fans, featuring stories from Roger Langridge, Derek Friedolfs, Dustin Nagayan, and others. Next, we've got Clive Barker's New Testament number 1 of 12. The first all-new original comic series created and written by Clive Barker is here. Julian Damon, captain of industry, has left behind everything to begin a walkabout. He believes he's on a mission from God. While in the wasteland, he comes across a figure unlike any other who calls himself Wick and claims to be God. Their journey will span the globe as neither man merely wants to make a mark on the world, but a scar. Clive Barker, with internationally acclaimed artist Jaime Yang, come together to create the next legendary work in the canon of one of the great writers of our era. And we've got Deathmatch number 6. The smash hit continues. The arena isn't the only thing to be afraid of anymore. After last month's harrowing deathmatch, the heroes fear for their lives every waking moment as the secret combatant sealed up in the prison's high-security wing is unleashed. From Dark Horse Comics, we've got Amalas Blade number 2 of 4. Master Assassin Amala targets the royal figurehead of the low-tech purifiers. Standing in Amala's way, twin blade masters, annoying ghost, hallucinogenic poison, and a secret from Amala's past too unhinged to be believed, even by Amala. Next, we've got Angel and Faith number 22. Giles' resurrection has been pushed to the back burner while Angel and Faith tackle Season 9's big bads, Pearl, Nash, and Whistler, who threaten to release boundless magic over the planet. Only the strong will survive. Executive produced by Joss Whedon. We've also got B.P.R.D. Vampire number 3 of 5. A nobleman vampire's life is spared after a horrific bargain made with the evil goddess Hecate, and now the bloodthirsty Simon Anders has put that deadly deal to rest. A direct sequel to the critically acclaimed B.P.R.D. 1948. We've also got Dragon Age Until We Sleep number 3 of 3. Willing to embrace an evil that once nearly shattered reality, Magister Aurelian Titus must be stopped. King Alistair and his allies have traveled to the realm of nightmares to do so, but if the cost of victory is to sacrifice his father, will Alistair be able to pay the price? Story by David Gator, lead writer of the games and novels, an essential addition to the Dragon Age canon. Next, we've got King Conan, the Hour of the Dragon, number 1 of 6. An imprisoned King Conan battles a forgotten evil. King Conan has faced many threats to his throne in Aquilonia, but none more deadly than a traitorous alliance backed by the resurrected sorcerer Zaltotin, at whose command mountains crumble. And we've got Last of Us American Dreams, number 2 of 4. The essential tie-in story for the latest Naughty Dog games release continues. Ellie ventures outside, discovering more of the truth about the world the way it was before the pandemic, and encounters new wonders and new dangers. Co-scripted by Naughty Dog lead writer and art director Neil Druckmann. From Dynamite Entertainment, we've got Green Hornet Legacy number 37. The worst blizzard in 50 years has Century City snowed in. Little food, no power, and deadly weather would be bad enough for the scared citizens, but an army of undead creatures stalking the streets make things worse. Can the Emerald Insect save the city when he's a dead man himself? Can the Green Hornet rise again, or will he be dragged back into the grave? Undead action by Jay Nitz and Jethro Morales. Next, we've got Jennifer Blood, First Blood, number 5 of 6. For 12 years, Jessica Blute has successfully hidden her blood-drenched past, but deep down she has always known that her new life as Jennifer Fellows was at best a temporary fix. Now caught spying on Wendell Cortland by his henchman Rudy Hopper, Jen is forced to take action, finally setting in motion a chain of events that will change her life forever, and God help anyone who gets in her way. We've also got Red Sonja number 76, The Crimson Well part 1 of 6. The she-devil has been suspiciously absent for nearly a full season. There are many rumors and tall tales surrounding her disappearance, but the truth of the matter is far more outlandish and terrifying than any tavern story. Following the prophecy event, Red Sonja has placed herself in exile, desperately hoping to protect the world from the demonic influence that threatens to consume her very soul. We've also got Shadow Year 1 number 3 of 10. Bear witness to the first time that the Shadow ever donned his costume in action. When mobsters meet in secret at a meatpacking warehouse, they become the unfortunate first criminals to see the Master of Men's unsettling form. Will any survive the ensuing carnage to warn their master? Plus Margot Lane and the debut of the Shadow's ultimate nemesis. And we've got Warlord of Mars number 25. It's Judgment Day on Mars. Everything John Carter has achieved has led to this final confrontation with the cruel tyrant of the Martian North. But he's going to be so busy commanding his army, he's not going to be able to rescue Deja Thoris this time. She's going to have to rescue herself. And even if Carter is victorious, he has upset the ancient religion of Mars and smashed the red planet's eons-old customs. What will be his reward? The epic battle to unite all of Mars awaits you in Warlord of Mars number 25, The Final Reward. From IDW, we've got Danger Girl Trinity, number 2 of 4. More thrills and chills from Abby Chase, Sydney Savage, and Sonja Savage as they each face their own individual challenges. It's dangerously delicious as our trio of secret agents continues on a mission of epic proportions. Next, we've got Doctor Who Prisoners of Time number 5 of 12. Our year-long celebration of Doctor Who's 50th anniversary continues as the 5th Doctor takes the spotlight in this issue of a 12-part epic adventure featuring all 11 incarnations of the Doctor. We've also got G.I. Joe number 4, Homefront. Doc has only precious minutes to save a teammate's life as the forces of Cobra close in, and her injuries prevent her from performing the operation herself. Is another G.I. Joe member ready for a crash course in battlefield surgery? Plus, can Roadblock and Company convince the people of Warrington to turn against Cobra? All this in the return of Scrap Iron. Who doesn't love Scrap Iron? We've also got Godzilla number 12. It all comes down to this. Godzilla versus mightiest enemy yet. The fate of the world hangs in the balance. What role will Boxer play? Will he be Godzilla's salvation or destruction? It's all been building to this. Don't miss it. And we've got Jericho Season 4, number 3 of 5. John Smith's dominance in Jericho continues as his plans for the ASA begin to take shape. With Hawkins in prison, Jake is left to deal with the duplicitous Smith on his own and finds himself having to risk everything in order to carry out a secret agenda. Meanwhile, ASA mole Palmer integrates himself with Major Beck, dangling the perfect bait in the hopes that Beck will grow to trust him and tell him everything. But while tensions grow high in Jericho, danger pervades beyond it. Little does Hawkins know, his worst nightmares are about to come true when Allison is thrust into grave jeopardy. Next, we've got Jinnrise number 5 of 5. The Cabrani's invasion of Earth continues, with but a single Jinn, or genie, standing in their way. The solution? More Jinn. The quest begins to release the Jinn armies, with the planet's fate in the balance. Next, we've got Kill Shakespeare, the Tide of Blood, number 4 of 5. The student seeks to surpass the master. In this penultimate issue of the acclaimed miniseries, Prospero unleashes his books of power in order to destroy Shakespeare, while Juliet, Hamlet, and Othello must survive a bloodthirsty Romeo under the thrall of Lady Macbeth. Can Juliet's love cut through the spell, or is someone doomed to die? We've also got My Little Pony Micro Series number 4 of 6, Fluttershy. Fluttershy knows her way around knitting, but her hidden talent starts to take on a startling new form, one that could be the next big thing in Ponyville. Will timid Fluttershy be able to handle the spotlight? The pressure is only going to increase with a visit from Princess Celestia. We've also got Popeye Classics number 10. Popeye's greatest cartoonist, Bug Sagendorf, is back, with no less than 5 C-worthy stories in this lovingly reproduced comic in the 1950s. Popeye number 10, 52 thick and hilarious Golden Age pages make this the most entertaining comic you'll see. Next, we've got Star Trek number 21. The hit ongoing Star Trek series picks up right where this year's blockbuster sequel Star Trek Into Darkness leaves off. Don't miss the all-new adventures of the crew as they go boldly into the unknown in a story overseen by Star Trek writer-producer Roberto Orci. We've also got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 22, City Fall Part 1. A normal night on the town for Raphael and Casey turns deadly when the Foot Clan appears in full force. The resulting chaos is only the first step in Shredder's master plan. The stakes have never been higher, and lives are on the line. Don't miss the start of the big story arc to hit TMNT yet. We've also got Transformers More Than Meets the Eye number 17, Remain in Light. More Than Meets the Eye's first full-blown epic moves into high gear as Rodimus leads his crew to the gates of heaven, or hell. But larger forces are closing in and an ancient plan is reaching fruition. As an old friend calls time on the Autobots' quest, one thing becomes clear. The legislators are on the march. And we've got Transformers Prime Beast Hunters number 1. Beast Hunters, they were there when Cybertron fell, but what happened to the Dinobots for the past few thousand years? Here's a hint. Grimlock and company haven't been sitting around and relaxing. The time is now, the place is Cybertron, and the recipe is action. From Image Comics, we've got Chew number 34, On the Trail of the Vampire. And we've got clone number 7. What do you do after you kill one clone? Kill the rest. Beta is hell-bent on exterminating his predecessors from the face of the planet, but has he also unlocked the killer within Luke? Next, we've got Elephant Men number 48, Sleeping Partners, Part 7. There's a price on Gabatha's head, and the silencer means to collect. We've also got 5 Weapons number 4 of 5. Tyler has to battle the Gun Club, beat the faculty's scheme to expel him, and keep his secret identity safe at the School of 5 Weapons. Not a problem for Tyler's devious calculations, except this time he doesn't have a plan. Next, we've got Las Vegas number 3 of 4. The stakes have never been higher. It all comes down to one hand. And if that doesn't work, how do you create a plan B on the fly when the galaxy's most treacherous race has discovered you and your handful of allies? The last page solution will shock you, as Roland and crew must make a major sacrifice. We've also got Mind the Gap number 10, Wish You Were Here, Part 5, Life, Death, Rebirth. All of this and more await Elle when she faces her newest challenge, and it wouldn't be the conclusion of an arc without twists, turns, shocks, and revelations. A new memory leads Elle to turn on one of her allies, and finally, Hoodie is revealed, and no one will be prepared for what happens when they find out who it is. We've also got Morning Glories number 27, There Is No Beginning, the double-sized Season 2 premiere with an astonishing array of covers by some of the hottest artists working today. Jenny Frisson, Rob Guillory, Sean Martinbrough, Jamie McElvey, Emma Brios, and Morning Glory's own Joe Yzma. And last, we've got Thief of Thieves number 14. Heist Master Andy Diggle joins the Thief of Thieves team for the start of a brand new arc. Meet Lola, the cartel boss, and what Lola wants, Lola gets. And Conrad's going to learn that the hard way. Get ready for the most explosive story arc of Thief of Thieves yet. Okay, so that's a look at some of the top independent publishers this week, but there's still plenty of other books out as well, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com to see both the Marvel and DC videos for this week, as well as my usual roundup of all my favorites for the week, with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. You can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.